Coach, what's different about Texas this time around?
Not much. Still got the same guys. They'll be well prepared like they were last time. Rick does a great job, and they're big and they're athletic, and we got to do a much better job on the glass than we did last time.
How do you beat size?
Run around it. We didn't do a very good job. You know, we missed a bunch of shots, and then we kind of panicked. I mean, I think that's the first time we were ever really got down like that, and we panicked a little bit and took shots we shouldn't have taken, took them too quick, rushed things, I think, inside. And then, you know, when you miss shot after shot after shot, I think we were up 5-0. I think it was about the 10-minute mark when we got our 9th point or something. So you don't have any pressure that you can't get to anybody with pressure when you don't score the ball.
You want some of your guys to kind of have revenge on their minds this time around?
Yeah, I just want them to come out and play. I think if we come out and, you know, we have to play with great energy, we have to play with great enthusiasm. I mean, that's the battle. And if we come out and play with great energy and great enthusiasm, we're going to have a chance, you know, just about every game.
Do you challenge your bigs, or do they know the score, they know what's going on? Do you have to do that?
Well, Devin's already played 4 games against them. Nate's played 4 games against them. Brandon's played 4 games against them. I think the only 2 that haven't are really John and Elijah. But they sit here and watched it last year, so I mean they've got an idea. They played against them once, so I think they understand what we're up against, and hopefully, more importantly, what we got to do.
The way they've kind of slid since beating you guys, does that surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, it does, but you know, I mean, injuries and those kind of things, I think really hurt teams. And they lose Taylor early, and then they're trying to get him back and in sync with everybody else. And then they lose Felice, you know, he's out for a while, and then Holmes is out for a while, and it just kind of throws your chemistry out of whack. And just kind of unfortunate things that happen. You wish it wouldn't happen, but they do. I mean, I know we're not trying to make it non-contact, but it is pretty physical. Get 10 guys that big and strong in that confined area, somebody's going to bump into somebody else. It's just the way it is.
As a coach, team beat you by 27 points the first time you played.
How many it was?
I think it was, yeah, but I know it's more than 3.
I know you know.
Do you change your approach, or are you tempted to change your approach, or do you just say it was just one of those days?
Well, I think it was a lot of things, Bob. We didn't make shots. I think we had some new guys that weren't really accustomed, no matter how much you tell them about their size. And then really, they're the best shot blocking team in America. They got more guys who can block shots than anybody else in the world. Maybe second, maybe Kentucky's got more. But it's close. And so, you know, it changed things. And then, like I said, we just didn't score the ball. You know, we started out 5-0, and then we don't score the ball for almost 10 minutes. And then you can't get in pressure. And then by the time you score again, you can get in pressure, and you've kind of lost it. We just, I don't think we're equipped to deal with that. You know, at that point in time in the year, we hadn't, you know, we'd lost some games. We hadn't lost like that. I mean, we'd lost to, I guess LSU was our only loss, I think, at that time. So, you know, we hadn't really experienced that. Our young guys hadn't experienced that, and we pressed. You know, we did a lot of things out of character, and we tried to force plays and threw the ball away. It was a calamity of errors.
Texas's size and makeup, is that ultimately kind of like what you would want to have here, or are you looking for more of a mix?
I think it'd be hard to do that here.
Yeah.
Justin, we don't have the populace that they have. People growing up, here want to be mountaineers for the most part. People growing up in Texas, that is the state school. We've got to get the best guys we can get and have them play as good as they can play. And a lot of times that's good enough. Most times that's good enough.
I would imagine when you're watching film, obviously looking at them, but you're going back to that first game, pointing out some of those things, it's talking about pressing, doing things you haven't normally done. And it's by and large probably the first time that's happened. I would think just some kind of characteristic stuff. What's the reaction been to that so many games later when those things haven't happened and just happened once?
We watched a bunch of film yesterday, but I really wasn't looking for any reaction, so I don't know. We pointed out where our shortcomings were and what we need to do better. I didn't really ask for any feedback. I have no idea.
The collective confidence in your team is pretty high on all season. If you look around the league and teams go win 2 or 3 in a row, but they lose 2 or 3 in a row out of nowhere. Is that, I guess, resilience or just belief that despite what happened 2 days ago, 5 days ago, you're still a good team throughout the league because of the membership? Because that is,
it's going to happen because of parity. And more than anything else, it's going to happen because of parity. There's no one else. It's just no one who's head and shoulders above everybody else. Kansas, could have lost to Baylor, and all of a sudden they've got 4 losses, and they're right back there with everybody else. And they've got such great tradition and great confidence, and those great coaches, they end up winning the game. But I mean, it's on a who knocked it out of bounds play. They win the game. So there's just great parity. There's great parity in this league. Come out one day and you don't shoot the ball, you don't make any shots, and the other team's hot. They may get you for a few. We've gotten people probably a lot easier than people thought we were going to get guys. We made shots, they didn't make shots. People have gotten us, they've made shots and we didn't. I mean, it's really, it almost comes down to that. It's pretty simple. If you don't make shots in this league because it's an offensive league. I keep hearing about how bad we shoot and all that. We're not a great shooting team. We're averaging almost 75 points a game. We're averaging more than they've averaged here in a long time. It's not we're not scoring the ball, we're scoring the ball. We don't shoot very well. We have days when we can't make one. And the days we have when we make them, they're pretty good. But that's the case with everybody else in the league too. It's not just us.
The importance of having 4th, 5th year seniors on a team, especially someone like Gary. What does that mean? The importance, the impact that he's had, and what those types of players have on a team.
No, I said it before. Gary's been terrific. When he was hurt early and missed a week or so, and Gary was terrific. Gary did a great job of leading by example. And Gary's got to come to grips with what we need Gary to do. I think that's the battle that you fight with everybody. Stop doing all the stuff you can't do and do what you can do. And I think Gary's come to grips with that. It's made him a whole lot better player. Quite frankly, he's not. You don't see him dribbling and trying to shoot step backs and that kind of stuff. He's shooting step-in shots and very capable of making. His shooting percentage is on the rise because he's taking better shots.